So everyone's always asking me, how do winemakers know when it's time to pick? So I thought we would go right to the source. So this is winemaker Tracy Kendall.
Hello.
And her very good assistant, Isla. How are they tasting? Grapes are good? Are they ready to be picked? Yeah, yummy? We got a yummy. So the big question is, yeah, good sign, is it science? Is it the Brix levels, or is it taste? A little bit of both. Like, how do you go about making the decision to pick?
It's a very good question. I go for yummy. That's my number one indicator. It really is a combination of both, and it's a combination of the season too. The season has a big impact. But the first thing we start to do is, walk regularly and see the evolution and the progress just from a visual perspective, both of what the canopy's doing, if it's starting to shut down, if the clusters have all changed color, which is important, and if they're going to all change color. We have some years where we get berries that are sort of stalled. Doesn't mean that this cluster isn't necessarily going to be ripe or isn't ripe.
This cluster's maybe ripe.
That one could be ripe because it's all purple, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that visual inspection is sort of our first step.
But there's some here that are not ripe.
That's true. There's some little green ones. And then it's also tasting the fruit to see what the tannin feels like in the mouth, what the flavors feel like. You really do want it to taste good. I mean, it's true. And you want the tannins to start to feel like they're a little bit more resolved and aren't really edgy and really astringent. And then when we're getting a little closer, like we are today, I'm thinking right now, or maybe a week out.
Okay. So
Then,
close.
yeah, starting to sample. So we'll go through and do a very random but representative sample of this block. This is a 777 block of Pinot Noir. We'll take this back to the winery, crush these grapes up, and pour the juice off. And then look at sugar levels, look at acid levels, look at total acidity, look at pH. And that'll give us an indication of where the ripeness level is in the fruit. That really is used as a tool to back up what we're tasting. So are we way off? Are we on target? Is the flavor lining up with the sugar?